How's it going, everybody? And I sure enough did not prep. I gotta turn up volume. There we go. How's everybody doing? All right, we're prepped and ready to go. And I'm so glad we're in a gospel, so I don't have to read it in the New Living. I mean, we haven't run into it yet. You never know. And there came a leper to him, beseeching him and kneeling down to him, saying unto him, if you want, you can make me clean. In other words, it was put in his heart to understand who Jesus was. No free will. And Jesus, moved with compassion, put forth his hand and touched him and saith unto him, I will, be thou clean. And soon as he had spoken, immediately the leprosy departed from him and he was cleansed. Again, when you're living in the Bible in real time, the earth is supernatural. And he straightly charged him and forthwith set him away. And he saith unto him, see thou, don't say, and he saith unto him, see thou say nothing to any man. So he's telling him, don't say anything to anybody, go your way, but show the priest and offer for thy cleansing those things which Moses commanded for the testimony unto them. But he went out and he went out and told everybody, just blab, 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 and to blaze abroad the matter, and so much that Jesus could no more openly enter into the city. Do you think that caught Jesus by surprise? Well, the actor Jesus in the flesh, God in the flesh, I would still tell you no, because God ordained before the earth was formed that man would go blab to everybody. And I think Jesus is plenty aware, as God in the flesh is plenty aware of that. So he couldn't go into the city anymore, but was without in a desert place. So he was out in the desert. And they came to him just the same from every quarter. And again, he entered into Capernaum after some days, and it was noise that he was in the house. And straightway many gathered together, and so much that there was no room to receive them. No, not so much as about the door. And he preached the word unto them. And they came unto him, bringing one sick of palsy, which was born of 4. I think that may mean we can go to it. I think that's saying he had palsy since he was 4. I don't know. That one's got me perplexed. How about y'all? Y'all good? Y'all are probably like understanding it completely. Let's go to the NLT. When Jesus returned to Capernaum several days later, the news spread quickly that he was back home soon. The house where he was staying was so packed with visitors that there was no more room, even outside the door. While he was preaching the word to them, 4 men arrived carrying a paralyzed man on a mat. So that got me. And so they came unto him, bringing one sick of palsy, which was born of 4. All right, brought of 4. All right, very good. Do we need to go over anything else? Maybe I didn't give some other things properly. A man with leprosy came and knelt before Jesus, begging to be healed. If you are willing, you can heal me and make me clean, he said. Moved with compassion, Jesus reached out and touched him. I am willing, he said, be healed. Instantly, the leprosy disappeared and the man was healed. Then Jesus sent him on his way with a stern warning. Don't tell anyone about this. Instead, go to the priest and let him examine you. Take along the offering required of the law of Moses for those that have been healed of leprosy. That's what we thought it was saying. This will be a public testimony that you have been cleansed. That part I didn't quite pick up on that. But the man went and spread the word, proclaiming to everyone what had happened. As a result, large crowds soon surrounded Jesus. and he couldn't publicly enter a town anywhere. We had that one. And he had to stay out into the secluded places, but people from everywhere kept coming to him. And we got that too. All right. Good Lord willing, we did. Let's continue on with Daniel in the first chapter. Then said Daniel to Melzar, whom was the prince of the eunuchs, had set over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days. So, in other words, what he's saying is, and I know this one because this is our 15th study. He's saying, just let them eat what they want to eat for 10 days, and we'll keep an eye on them and make sure they don't keel over and die. Make sure that they're actually fine. Prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat and drink to water. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Daniel to Melzar. He's what Daniel is saying is just let us try it for 10 days and just test this out for 10 days. Then see how we look. Prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat and water to drink. Then let our countenances be looked upon, so, their faces and so forth, before thee, and the countenance of the children that eat the portion of the king's midst, so compare us to the others. As thou seest, deal with thy servants. Then you can make your decision. So we consented to them in this manner and proved them 10 days. And at the end of the 10 days, their countenances appeared fairer and fatter in the flesh than all the children which did eat the portion of the king's training table meal. Thus Melzar took away the portion of their meat and the wine that they should drink and gave them pulse. As for these 4 children, God gave them knowledge and skill and learning and wisdom, and Daniel had understanding in all visions and dreams. Now, at the end of the days that the king had said to bring them in, the prince of the eunuchs brought them in before King Nebuchadnezzar, who, again, eventually gets his calling. Right now, he's a lost sheep. And the king communed with them, and among them all was found none like Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Therefore stood they before the king. We'll get to the rest tomorrow. Glad you're here. Love you very much. Ask questions anytime. That's what I'm here for.